Imagine standing at the edge of a storm. Not a storm of wind or rain, but one that rages inside your mind. Whirlwind of what-ifs and should-haves, spinning faster every time you try to outrun it. This is anxiety, that relentless voice whispering about futures that haven't happened, mistakes that haven't been made, disasters that exist only in the shadows of thought. We've all been there, trapped in that dizzying dance between fear and control. But what if I told you there's a way to step out of the storm, to stand still, even as the chaos swirls? Let's talk about a monk named Ananda. Centuries ago, he sat beneath a Bodhi tree, his hands trembling as he confessed to the Buddha. "My mind feels like a wild horse. I can't calm it." The Buddha listened, then plucked a single leaf from the branch above. "When the horse runs," he said, "you don't chase it. You hold the reins." Ananda frowned. "But how?" The Buddha smiled. "Start by noticing the horse is running. That's the first lesson. Awareness. Anxiety thrives in the dark. We bury it, ignore it, pretend it's not there until it digs its claws in deeper. Think of it like a wound. If you cover an infection, it festers. But if you let light touch it, air clean it, healing begins. Buddhism teaches this radical act of courage, to look directly at what scares us, to say, "Hello, fear, I see you." This isn't passive surrender. It's stepping back, observing the storm without getting swept into its current. But here's the catch. Acceptance doesn't magically fix everything. You might still feel the tremors, the racing heart, the thoughts spiraling. That's okay. This is where the second lesson unfolds, one thing at a time. Picture a farmer in a field at harvest, baskets empty, fruit heavy on the trees. If he tries to grab every apple at once, he'll drop them all. So he picks one, then another, then another. Each motion deliberate, each breath steady. The work gets done, not in a frenzy, but in rhythm. Modern life rarely lets us move like that farmer. We juggle emails, deadlines, obligations. Our minds cluttered with a dozen half-finished tasks. Anxiety loves this chaos. It's fuel for the fire. But Buddhism offers a counterintuitive fix. Simplify. Sit down. Write it all out. Separate what you can control from what you can't. The bills, the job, the conversation you're dreading. List them. Then ask, what's the smallest step I can take right now? Not the whole staircase. Just one step. This is where people stumble. We want grand gestures, sweeping changes, proof we've conquered anxiety. But wisdom isn't in the grand gestures. It's in the tiny, almost invisible acts. A woman I once met in Kyoto told me her secret. When panic rises, she washes a single dish, slowly, feeling the warmth of the water, the smoothness of the porcelain, the soap bubbles catching light. By the time I finish, she said, the world feels smaller, manageable. Which brings us to the third lesson. Slow down. Not as but as rebellion. Anxiety thrives on speed, the frantic rush to fix, avoid, or outthink. But the body and mind are tethered. Slow the body, and the mind follows. A monk once described meditation as doing nothing perfectly. He wasn't talking about laziness. He meant presence, the art of fully inhabiting the moment you're in. Brushing your teeth, feel the bristles. Walking, notice the weight shift from heel to toe. Anxiety loses its grip when you anchor yourself in the physical world, action by action, breath by breath. Yet even this isn't enough if we leave things unfinished. How many half-read books clutter your shelf? Half-started projects haunt your desk. Incomplete tasks are open loops, draining mental energy. Buddhism's fourth lesson. Finish what you begin. Not perfectly, not flawlessly, just completely. A poet friend once confessed he'd been stuck on the same verse for months. What changed? I asked. He laughed. I decided it didn't need to be brilliant. It just needed to be. He finished the poem that afternoon. Let's pause here. Notice what's happening. We're not fighting anxiety. We're dissolving it, not with force, but with gentle persistence. Awareness, one step, slowness, completion. These aren't quick fixes. They're shifts in how we meet the world. A teacher in Laos once told me, you don't calm the ocean by shouting at the waves. You learn to float. But stories only go so far. Let's bring this home. Think of a time you felt overwhelmed. Maybe it's now. Your mind's storm is howling. Try this. Stop. Breathe. Name 3 things you see, 2 things you hear, 1 sensation in your body. This isn't magic. It's neuroscience, a way to hijack your brain's panic cycle. Buddhism calls it coming back to the senses. The present moment is always safe, always solid, even when it doesn't feel like it. Here's the truth. No one tells you. Anxiety isn't your enemy. It's a messenger, a clumsy, loud, irritating one, but it's trying to tell you something. Maybe you're carrying too much. Maybe you've forgotten your limits. Maybe you need rest. Listen, thank it, then let it go. A Zen proverb says, let go or be dragged. So, where does this leave us? With a choice. We can keep racing the storm, exhausting ourselves in the chase. Or we can plant our feet, breathe deep, and say, this is where I am. This is what I can do. It won't erase life's challenges, but it changes how you meet them. The Buddha didn't promise a life without suffering. He promised a way to stop adding fuel to the fire. As the sun sets on our story, picture the monk Ananda again. Years after his crisis under the Bodhi tree, he became known for his boundless calm. Students asked his secret. He'd smile and say, I stopped trying to calm the storm. I became calm within it. That's the invitation here. Not to fix yourself, but to be yourself, fully, gently, one breath at a time. If this resonates, if you want more ways to navigate life's storms with grace, consider subscribing. Together, we'll explore ancient wisdom from modern chaos. But for now, remember, the storm isn't forever. And you're the stillness beneath the rain.